Have you ever realized that the exact same characteristic or components that define a curse, if flipped on its head, complete opposite, it becomes a blessing? Have you ever realized that when you define something that you go through in your life to be a curse, right? All the characteristics of that thing, you say you're lonely, you're abandoned, you feel like people don't love you, you feel like you lack a community, you feel all of these characteristics, right? What's the opposite of that? If you turn that thing that you're going through into a blessing, instantly you have community. Instantly, you feel loved by the world. Instantly, these things that were guilt and shame have now become a prosperous story. So you have two very binary choices in life. You rather allow something to remain a curse and allow it to manifest fully into a curse. And you live in this self-exile and in shame and guilt, and you struggle with figuring out what your purpose is. Or you do the exact opposite and you take what you're going through and you completely flip it on its head. So if you were dead broke today, you have wisdom of what it takes to do the opposite of wealth management. You literally know every single skill that makes you broke. Why? Because you're experiencing it. What you are calling a curse is the exact same thing that if you flip that and you started a business or you started sharing content or you just did something, would attract money, would attract community, would attract success, would attract prosperity. And the exact same thing, being broke, which was a curse, has now all of a sudden become your brand, has all of a sudden made you millions, has all of a sudden built you an incredible business because you have wisdom. The things that we go through in life, it is not about what we are going through. It's not about the thing. It is about the person and the knowledge and the wisdom that is it's not dispensable to have wisdom like that. Do you know how many people would benefit from you starting something about being broke or whatever you've gone through? How many women have changed other women's lives? How many people have saved other people's lives by sharing their stories of depression, by sharing their stories of gender-based violence, by sharing their stories of this or that? The same things that you go through are the exact same things that it's not just about making money. And I think sometimes we make it so surface level. It is about saving lives. Do you know that your story can save somebody else's life, including your own? Because do you know what a curse does? It makes you believe that you should live in shame and guilt and that nobody else resonates with you, and that you're isolated. But have you also ever realized that we only build community when we go through tough times? My closest friends are my closest friends, not because we were in the good times together. No, we were there in the rough times and the rough patches of life together. That is why we are close friends. And again, right, we could also not be close friends if we just had good times in life, right? So in the same way, whatever you think is a curse, flip it on its head. Do something with it. And I promise you, your life would so instantly become a blessing in disguise.